Running. Okay.
Okay.
You're on.
Okay. So welcome everybody. My name is Keneesha Hudson. I'm the founder and creator of Urbanbella. So I want to welcome you tonight to something a little bit different than what we normally do. We do a lot of teaching in the natural hair community. We have always invited people into our salon, but tonight is the first for us, so bear with us. This is the first time we're going to teach a class, but we're going to also live stream it so that anybody can watch us on YouTube. The cameras, we have two cameras. There's one on me, and then if we'll click, there's another camera. We have it on our model here. This is Nazara. Wave. So basically, tonight we just want to give you a little bit of insight about how we do things and give some education on natural hair. So a little bit of background. Those of you who have never heard of Urbanbella before or are not familiar with us, we started our company in 2004, and the sole purpose was to just teach about natural hair. We wanted to really get in there deep, get very detailed about how do you work with the textures. They're all different. There's obviously a lot of products. And it's a very difficult sea to navigate in 2004. Personally, me, I went natural in 2002. Wasn't too worried about it. I was doing fine. But then when I wanted to go to another level, I was like, okay, where do I go? What do I do? So we built the company. We started out just products and consultations, and that's what we're known for, is bringing people in, having a one-on-one session, walking you through on your hair how to work with different creams, gels, foams, all of that stuff, and achieve all of these different looks, Bantu knots, Flexi-sets, all of that. So just to kind of give a little background, people on the team tonight, there's me, Keneesha, the founder of Urbanbella. If we'll go to the other camera, we can show Hands McGee, also known as Shauna. She's not going to be on camera tonight, so it's just her hands. So we're referring to her as Hands McGee. Shauna is a stylist here on the team. She does a lot and most of the heavy lifting. So when you come in to get a service, it's actually Shauna, Hands McGee, that you're going to work with. She and another stylist on our team take care of you, do all of the services here. Obviously, Nazara, our model, we have known Nazara for about 2 years, and so we've been a part of her journey, especially at the beginning, big chop-wise. And then way over there, you can't see him, there's Gerard. He's working on cameras. And we have some ladies in studio tonight, and they're going to ask questions, really kind of be the guiding light for where we go on conversation and topics tonight. Okay, so everybody's got their wine, cupcakes. So we're ready to get started. So what we're going to do first, let's see, you guys know about Urbanbella. Tonight, let me tell you what we're going to be doing. We're going to do a Flexi-set, and the camera is mostly going to be on Nazara and Shauna, Hands McGee. And you will see Shauna go ahead and get started and show you what we're doing. A little bit of background. We already started on Nazara. We're doing a Flexi-set because we feel that's one of the most versatile and a great way to transition into being natural if you're just not quite comfortable wearing your hair textured yet, or if you want to, I don't know, just break it up, just do something a little different, play with your curl pattern. Flexi-sets are beautiful. They are gorgeous as they evolve through the course of a week or two, depending on how long you want to wear it. And I'll explain things. So you'll hear me talking. Nazara will give you some of her background and story. We're going to go ahead and get started. We can switch the camera back over to Hands McGee and Nazara. And so I'll explain what we've done so far briefly, and Nazara's going to tell you her story. So she came in a couple of hours ago. We did a shampoo, condition, detangle. We did a pre-dry. Basically, that means we put her natural afro under the dryer to knock out some of the water. And then we set her hair. Can we give her a little spin so you can see what we did? So Hands McGee, Wade McGee, Hands McGee already set her with these rods. Some of them have we've already started drying them. We do this a lot in the salon. We left the front part out so that you could understand the technique. I'll go over the product we used, why we used it. I'll give you background. The ladies here have lots of questions, and that will hopefully give you folks watching on YouTube a lot of information. We also, just so you know, those of you watching us live on YouTube, if you look to the right-hand corner of your screen, the right side of your screen, you'll see a comment section. Please feel free to post comments, because our producer, Gerard, will actually, he'll tell us what your questions are, and I'll answer those here. And I'll tell you a little bit more about what we're going to be doing here on YouTube. We'll be doing a lot of these live presentations. So we'll go ahead and get started. We'll start with Nazara. She can tell us her story, tell us about her hair, her journey.
Hello, everyone. As Keneesha said, my natural hair care journey started approximately 2 years ago. I came to Urbanbella Salon for my big chop, and I must say it has been a very eventful journey. I've learned a lot about my hair type, which I never knew I had a hair type before going natural. I was used to getting relaxers, and I really got tired of getting relaxers because, number one, it kept me out of the gym, and I wanted to really start practicing a more healthier lifestyle. So this was a start to it, and I have not looked back since. It has been a challenge, but it's been a good challenge. I'm really learning the different products and what works with my hair type. I've tried gels, oils, creams, and cream-based products really work well with my hair. I have really thick, coarse, kinky hair. But it's been great. Some of the products that I use, well, Urbanbella has a great line that I use, their hydrating moisturizer and their twist, stretch, and curl cream. It's really great on my hair. It's cream-based. But it's great. I'm enjoying the ride. I don't plan on going back to a relaxer. I plan on being natural until the day I die, so I'm really enjoying it. Like I said, I'm still learning about the products and my hair and what works with my hair type. I do a lot of twist out, so I tend to get some breakage because I do a lot of twist outs. I tend to wash my hair a couple of times a week because I do work out, so I do experience some dryness. So I'm really learning how to keep my hair moisturized, and I think this is a great part of me coming to Urbanbella and speaking with Keneesha and her team because they're great at hair care and keeping your hair and maintaining your hair.
And we're really nice.
Yes,
we're
really nice, of course. Yes. So that's my journey. It's a continuous journey, so I'm excited.
Okay.
And,
and we'll, as we go along, we'll just all kind of chime in with our stories and whatnot. Let me kind of go over a little bit about product. So if we can kind of flip back over here to this camera, I will go over the collection, but I'm going to start with the product. Can everybody see this? So is this showing up okay? Okay. So I'm going to start with this particular product. This is the product Shauna is styling Nazara with. It's called the Urbanbella Stretch, Twist, and Curl Cream. We use this for almost everything in the salon. It was our first styling aid that we created. When you're a hair salon, you have to have delivery performance. We can create products and that can sound great, but we have to own that a week into you wearing that at home. You're going to come right back up here to West Wayuka Road or call and say, hey, that did not work out. Fix it. So when we developed the line, we needed a couple things. We needed moisture. We needed hold. We needed something where professionally stylists could say, I can work with that product. I'm not stressed out. I'm not worried about people coming up under the dryer flaking or the style doesn't hold. We can't have those kinds of issues in a professional salon. But we also needed something that our customers could take home, get the same result, have it, be relatively easy to use. So that's where the Stretch, Twist, and Curl Cream comes in for us. So one of the biggest challenges we find for natural styling is most naturals really don't understand their porosity level. That's basically how much water your hair holds on to, loses, or product in general your hair takes in. Porosity also affects how much performance you need from a product. Have you ever walked into any mass store, Walgreens, Target, whatever, and you see a product on the shelf and you're like, oh, I heard this was good, or somebody on YouTube said it was great and her hair looked fabulous. And you get home and you try it and your hair's still puffy, or the product is pretty much like a watery lotion. The reason we developed Stretch, Twist, and Curl Cream with some thickness. Can you show a little bit how thick it is on camera? It's thick enough to hold the style, but it's very, very soft in the finish. So Can you see McGee in the camera? Do this, McGee.
Yeah.
So, okay, so if you can see that in the camera, how thick it is, that gives you that hold. It allows your style to last. Very important when you're talking about something like a Flexi-set. You want to make sure you got enough smoothing. Like you'll see hands McGee right now. She's pulling the product through the hair. She's smoothing it in. That makes sure the product is smooth and really nice. It makes sure that as she sets the rod onto the hair, everything lays nice and pretty, because the way you set it affects how it looks when you're done. How well the product holds affects how much of that puffiness you don't have at the root, and you don't have puffy hair throughout the length of the strand. I hope that makes sense. Yeah, ask questions.
Can I ask a question?
Absolutely. Ask away. Oh, y'all don't have to.
What
No,
else,
don't wait till the end.
what else is on her hair at this moment? I mean, after she washed it, or did she co-wash it, or was it a shampoo, or and then she put something on like a leave-in conditioner?
I'll show you exactly what. Can you go back to me?
Okay.
So, just to go over every product. The first thing we did was we shampooed. This is the Urbanbella non-lather cleanser. We do recommend using lather cleansers. We just don't have one in our collection. Maybe about once a month. Our non-lather cleanser would be the equivalent of what most people call co-washing. The reason why we say use non-lather cleanser, it has a high level of peppermint and menthol. Our guests absolutely love it because their scalp is deeply cleansed. Any of y'all use this? Okay. Oh, we good. You give some feedback. But our guests love it. Men and women. People come in buying it by the droves for families. But it keeps the hair soft, and it builds your moisture over time.
Why do you say use a regular shampoo once a month though?
Sometimes, depending on what else people are using, you could have some buildup. Yes. I'll be honest with you. Me personally, I don't. I only use this. I don't pull out lather shampoos. Just personally, I get my best curl, my best hair. Everyone does with maximum hydration. Building moisture in the hair starts with the right cleanser. How often? At least once a week. You want to shampoo at least once a week. Everybody's different. Sometimes guests will shampoo twice a week. It depends on your activity level. It depends on your hair length. You know, if you have color, if you have anything like that, it affects how dry your hair feels. When your hair feels dry, go ahead and do a non-lather cleanse. It's going to leave the hair really soft. So then we follow it with our conditioner, hydrating conditioner. This is the best detangler. It really pulls through the hair nice and easy. You can comb your hair like butter with this. But the other wonderful thing about it, it doubles as a deep conditioner. We did not deep condition today, just for time reasons. We didn't.
I have a question about that.
Absolutely.
Detanglers in general.
Yeah.
Like for me, and I'll go later.
Yeah.
My story, but I have heat damage.
Okay.
So I've been natural just about 10 years, but I'm just like in the last 2 months wearing it in its natural state.
Gotcha.
I was flat ironing it before.
We can watch them.
So my question is, do I want to detangle? I mean, I know I need to detangle because I can't get the comb tool if I don't. But when I say detangle, I mean, do I want to use a detangler? Like
a special detangler?
Or just in general, because I was thinking, I was looking for a leave-in conditioner. And I didn't want to use it. All the ones that said specialize in detangling, I stayed away from because I was thinking it's going to keep reverting back to strength.
Oh, no. Okay. So what happens with detangling, basically your conditioners coat the hair. And when they coat the hair, they leave the surface so smooth, the hair strands can fall loose and easy. And it starts to release all of that shedded hair. So with curly hair, you've got all of these pieces in there. It sheds 100 sheds a day, 100 hairs a day, and then they're hanging out in your hair. They're not really coming out. So you go through the detangling process, and really depending on curl size, really determines what size comb you need to use. If you have very small curls, you want to work in small sections and detangle with a smaller tooth comb. If you have really big curls like you have, you can go with a wider tooth comb because it's going to be much easier for shedded hair to fall loose and fall out. But no, detangling strictly refers to loosening up the tangled knotted together, tied up ends. And I'm not speaking of single strand knots. That's a different situation. But just your basic, this is matted and I need to let the curls fall nice and loose. And you just go through with your curl pattern. Though, I would use like a wide tooth traditional detangling comb. That should get it done with no problem. Mm-hmm.
And that's the slip that you can't talk about.
Exactly.
So.
That's what you want. You want your conditioner to also nourish your hair. You can get, and nourishment and slip are not the same thing. I think a lot of times we get them confused. But slip is basically any elements that a company puts into their conditioner that allows the hair to fall easy. Okay. You can get a comb through it without breaking the comb, hurting yourself.
Yes, I've done both.
For those of you on YouTube, right, hurting your baby. Running from you, she's like, no, don't use the pink comb. Whatever challenges, people have at home, combing their kids' hair. But that also helps with moms. That can, if you're having a hard time detangling, you need to upgrade your conditioner. And sometimes you have to maybe kind of break it down in 2 steps, depending on how far it's gone. I know me personally, I have a tendency to let it go sometimes. And so it takes a little extra. It takes more conditioner. It's a 2-part process, a little longer. Some scissors, some crying, a little bit of wine. Yeah. It just depends on how bad I let it go. But, you have to take your time. I will tell you the best thing to do for natural hair, detangle it once a week. I know a lot of people like to say, oh, I just want to, it's too much work. I don't want to do it, but maybe every 2 to 3 weeks. The longer you wait, the worse it gets. And it's a huge jump from a week to 2 weeks. If you wait a week to detangle your hair, maybe it takes you 15 minutes. If you wait 2 weeks, you went from 15 minutes to almost an hour. So it's not like, oh, it'll just take me 30. No, it really does jump. The hair starts to wrap around and create little locks, and that's more work. And then you want to just kind of grab some scissors and cut a few pieces.
Sounds like it's matted up.
It's like it's matted up, exactly. And that's basically what's happening. The hair is locking together with product and all that stuff in there.
So if I'm doing it every other day, it's too much?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
The only
you said
time
every 2 weeks. I was like, ooh.
every 2 weeks to
detangle.
Once a week minimum. Minimum detangling once a week.
Okay.
Yes.
I do it like Sunday, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
That's fine. You do it with conditioner on your hair?
Mm-hmm.
It's perfect. Okay. Yes, because putting conditioner on your hair to detangle is what actually keeps you from snapping and breaking and starting at the ends. A lot of times guests will ask us here in the salon, can you use a Denman? Can I use a comb? Is there a hard rule? We don't have any hard rules about that. Just be gentle with whatever you do.
What is a Denman?
Denman brush? Denman brushes. Actually, I'll grab one. I'll show. Who's on camera? Who's on camera? Okay, perfect.
You
probably have one.
I had one.
Just didn't know what it was called.
Was there?
There's one that's in there.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
They used to just come in white and home.
For those of you listening to us at home, post in the comments if you have a hard time hearing us. We just turned our air up a bit. So who's on camera? Sean? Okay, so I'm just going to show the Denman brush real quick. I wish I had a pretty one. I know, you can tell we work up in here. This is serious.
I know I use a wide comb, and then once I get it to where I can go home.
Yeah, that's fine. We grind here, so I was taking a look at that. So these are plastic. Yeah, these are plastic bristles. This is plastic. This brush is a good 8 years old, so he's put in some time. He's ready to retire. But with conditioner on, this actually glides through the hair very easy. And when you hit a rough, not rough, but when you hit a snag, take your time. Sometimes you might hit a spot and the brush is not the right thing. A comb is the right thing. Sometimes you got to work in small sections. The main thing is just never be rough. There's no reason to be rough. It shouldn't hurt. It hurts when you're in a hurry. That's the only time it should hurt, is if you're rushing. And if you're okay with pain that you inflict on yourself, that's fine. No problem with that. Just don't inflict it on anybody else.
One more thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes, absolutely.
You were talking about the, weekly tingling. So when I do sometimes a 2-strand twist at night.
Yeah.
I'm playing around with, like I said, it's only been a few months. When I do the 2-strand twist, only probably on the weekends do I actually detangle it. every
Sure.
weekend I'll tangle.
Yeah.
In the meantime, like tonight, I'm gonna take this.
Yeah, and just
and I
twist
got
it.
to tangle. But normally I would take this and twist it. Is that
Yeah.
okay?
That's fine. Absolutely. That's called getting through.
But this is what you don't want to do for 2 weeks.
That's called our work.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. And when a lot of times people will do their hair once at some point in time in the week, and then they'll go back and they will retwist throughout the week. You might brush your ends a little bit, put a little water on the ends or a little bit of leave-in conditioner, brush them, and then retwist. That's okay. Yeah. As long as it gives you a look that works and you do go back at the end of the week and you tangle it. Yes. And here's something too, talking about porosity. The more porous your hair, meaning the more dull it tends to appear, but the bigger you have, people with high porosity have big, dull hair. People with low porosity have very shiny but more flat hair. The higher your porosity, the harder it is to get away with stuff like that. You have to just be a little more careful then. Does that make sense? Low porosity hair, your porosity is relatively low. Yeah. Mm-hmm. When your porosity is low, your hair is very shiny and silky. You can kind of get away with a little bit more of the, I'm going to retwist. And the other thing too, kind of a good thing, is that it gives you more of that big volume hair. A lot of our guests who come into the salon and they don't have big hair, they're like, how do I get big hair? Sometimes letting it, go for another couple of days. Do it on Monday for what you want to look like on Wednesday if you like bigger hair.
I have a question, Keneesha.
Yeah.
So when dealing with
you're done.
porosity, chicken in the dryer. How do you know which ingredients work well with your hair? Like, because I'm finding myself stuck in learning that.
Like, trying to figure out, like, when you're reading the ingredient down.
Yeah, like I know cream-based product, but I don't know ingredients that I need to look for.
To look for?
Yeah, to achieve like that shiny hair.
Gotcha.
To
achieve shine.
Shine and manageability, because it gets tangled really easily and it's dull, like you said, it's dull and it's big.
Gotcha.
So,
well, in this particular style, you'll see that we've layered it. Gerard, can you show the camera really quick? I want to.
Sure. Yeah, I got you.
Okay, so one thing we also put on Nazara's hair was our hair shine butter. We actually put this on, Shauna put this on. You can go ahead and grab the dryer if you want to, Shauna, that way we're, because I'll lose track of time very easily. It'll be 9 o'clock. But the hair shine butter we put onto your hair first. We put it on her hair first. We like to use it almost like a leave-in in salon. There's a reason for that. We just find when you work on tens of thousands of women and you're explaining what to do with the Care for Natural Hair, everybody doesn't necessarily do it. So we've made it our custom now to put shine butter on first. What shine butter has in it: coconut oil, mango butter, shea butter, cocoa butter, a lot of butters. But they all smooth the cuticle down first. By smoothing that cuticle down first, and also it's nourishing the hair. Her hair is wet, so we're holding on to the water, putting the butter on. We get a much shinier and a much smoother and a much more hydrated strand of hair. And it's not a synthetic smooth. It's really, really helping with get the client's hair in a better condition, and it just much shinier, much prettier, and a better healthy hair. It's like more elastic. Over time, yes. Of course, we're not fixing any elasticity issues in a same-day appointment. But the thing that guests say about our collection is their hair is much more hydrated over time. They notice in salon, but they really, really notice it as time goes by. And that's the thing that we love to own about our product, is that you start with it today, you will absolutely love it. You will.
So with the hair butter, I know you said in salon, but if I'm at home, and you said I can use it as a leave-in, so I can just shampoo, condition, and put that on.
Put the butter on, and then put your styling aid on.
And styling aid and go from there.
We particularly use it with our twisted curl cream. We have another styling aid. Sure, Nikki, can you hand me the gel? I'm sorry. Okay, so this is another one of our products. This is new in the salon. This is our stretch and define gel. The ingredients on the gel are very, very shiny, very high gloss, and they attract a lot of moisture. So you would not need to put the butter on first. That's, yes. So we love to pair these two together when we're in the salon. You don't have to. I can tell you personally, I don't. I only use this one. But I'm also shampooing, conditioning my hair. I wet my hair 2 to 3 times a week. So it gets a lot of hydration. I'm sitting right here with a steamer 2 to 3 times a week. I can steam anytime I want. So when you work in a salon, you have a little bit of a different level of convenience. And you will find that if your hair is in the right moisture level, you don't really need to do this much. You know, I think it's just become customary with us because we definitely see a lot of dry burn.
Now you brought over the other product, so you said you don't use the both. You use that one. You sit on. You say your
This is a little bit different. This is a gel. So we're actually going to demonstrate this in our next live class. And we're going to demonstrate this on 3 models at one time, all who have different hair because the wash and go is such a big deal. And how do I do the wash and go? And it's wash and go season. So we're going to actually cover this on our May 13th episode, which will be live as well. And we're going to bring in 3 models who look entirely different. In fact, I think we're bringing Nazara back to be a model for that. And then one of our other models will be demonstrating this whole setup. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you said you find that one to go with that one, but can I use your product with other products? So if I have my own shampoo and conditioner I like, will your product work just fine with it?
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. We're ready to use that one.
Of course. Like this is that you're saying, trying different things. Stuff adds up, and it's like, but
Oh, yeah, we all that.
Yeah.
We can talk about that.
I paid $40 for that other product and you want to use it until it's gone.
Right.
A brand I won't say, but that's where I am. I paid $40 for both that check. But it's shampoo.
Once you pour that down the drain, go ahead and give us a call. Go ahead and get your real stuff. Yes, yes. Yes. I recommend steaming. We recommend steaming. So the question was, how often should you steam? We say just as a standard blueprint, at least once a month. If you're experiencing any dryness issues, any challenges, anything at all, we say as often as you can. So if a guest comes in and she's in the position either with a steamer at home or to come and see us once a week, steam once a week. If you don't have a steamer and you can't steam, at home or you can't get into the salon, that's not convenient for you, at least deep condition. Very, very important to do. Highly recommend that. Do we have any questions or comments, Gerard? Anything on anybody asking any questions? Okay, no questions yet. Just want to be sure. Okay. So.
Can I ask about scalp health?
Absolutely. Oh, you can ask about anything you want to ask.
Okay, so how do you tackle like a flaky scalp? My mom thinks I just maybe just need to scalp, but sometimes I might get a little heavy, but I do tend to flake, and I don't know if it's because my hair is dry or I know it starts with the scalp. I'm not sure about the shampoo. The shampoo I bought was recommended for me to try because of that to get rid of AUA. Recommended this to me. Said I think this will help this fall. And so, but the point being is, even after that, I've tried different things, and I still end up getting like flaking. I don't know if it's sweat or if it is, if there's a way to try something to combat that. But I do feel it might be stuck to my growth a little bit too.
Yeah, it can. It can. So if you have any issues with flakiness or anything like that at all, like dandruff flaking, exactly. I definitely recommend two things. I have an at-home remedy you can just try, and then I have a more medical. I'm a big fan of apple cider vinegar. I can only speak from experience. We had a client literally pour it all over her head before, right while she take it internal. She just poured it on her head. We recommend it a lot to customers when we said, hey, if they have serious, and I mean really like cradle cap, the skin is discolored kind of, flaking. This particular customer who actually told me what she did, she would come in every week and her scalp would be very It was very flaky. It was just really tough for her to figure out what was going on with it. And so she came in one day. I said, "What did you do?" She said, "I just poured a bottle of apple cider vinegar over my head in the shower, like it was shampoo, and just rubbed it in." I said, "Did you shampoo anything?" She was like, "Nothing else. That was all she did." And I mean, it was like a 60% improvement after that one time she had done it that day. And so she did it all the time after that. She didn't have any more problems. No, and I always shampooed when she came in every week. And no, I didn't smell apple cider vinegar. No, I didn't. The other thing, we always like to refer our guests to a dermatologist, and I'm happy to give you that contact information, because you want to check and see. A lot of times people think flaky means that your skin is dry, but you could have excess production of sebum, which could be more oil, and you could be exaggerating it even more by trying to fix what's not even dryness with oil. I love, and here's a perfect example. Like, a lot of people think tea tree oil moisturizes. Essential oils don't moisturize anything. They're actually Mother Nature's pills, you know.
Yeah,
So, yeah, that's for like healthy pill people. If you want, you know, to say, no, I can fix my problems with plants. Essential oils just makes it easy for you to get right to a very, very potent amount of something. Tea tree oil absolutely dehydrates. It's an antifungal. So if you rub just a little bit of tea tree oil on the back of your hand, you'll see how it'll turn white. Because it's dehydrating and it's killing a fungus. And fungus seems to be, I'm doing air quotes, wet. So you dry funguses out. So that's where people, whenever people say, I use a tea tree oil shampoo, I'm like,
yeah, I was wondering why.
No.
Like, making it worse.
yes, that can make it worse. And that's why I really would tell you, I always say start with the dermatologist. If I had any scalp concerns, I would go to the dermatologist. But don't get me wrong, I'll be playing around in the home remedy too. I apple cider vinegar and all of that stuff. I wouldn't do tea tree oil because I know tea tree oil dries you out. And I'm already a dry skin person, so I wouldn't add to that. But and I would go right to the dermatologist. And I have a great one. We send all of our clients to the same one. She gets results. So she's excellent. So I'll give you that before we.
I think I'm gonna try the apple cider.
Try that too.
Yeah.
I'll give you her name and number just in case. If you think you want to call, it takes like 3 months to get an appointment.
I need to wash my hair more often.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. I'm a little lazy.
I was going to go there real quick too, and I don't know how you wash your hair, but I would say a lot of times what I see with people, they just don't wash their hair enough. If you start there before you do apple cider vinegar.
Oh no, I know I need that, but yeah,
Okay.
no, because I started working out too, and so I'm sweating, so I know I need to wash it more,
Absolutely.
and I just haven't done it.
Okay. Yeah. Start there.
But before then, I knew I had to do something else, but I used stuff like you said that made like I have a white patch after using the tea tree stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was like, good Lord, something. What is this? So I just need, I was like, I couldn't keep what I'm doing, and so I'll try to, but I'll definitely.
Don't put too much because you can give yourself a bad allergy too. So one time I was trying to home medicate, and I was like, oh Lord, oh God, I'm hurting myself. Let me stop. So I try to be a little careful with the, home remedy stuff, and definitely, I'll give you the number, give her a buzz, and honestly, clients, it's great. And we found her for hair thinning, hair loss, particularly in Black women. And to her success rate with our clients, there was great. We had clients who come in, they're like, their skin and scalp area might be peeling like fingernail thick. She's resolved that. Trust me, she gets it done. She's a boss.
One thing that I know that as Black women we have to get away from is our grandmother's thing that we don't need to wash our hair for everything else.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The thing that I found, you're right about that. Growing up, I would wash my hair every 2 weeks, like we all did. But with natural hair, you'll find it does better the more often you wash it. The more you work out, the more you wash it, the more you stimulate the scalp, it grows faster. It grows thicker, and it's much more hydrated. So when your hair and skin are dry, think about your hair the way you think about your skin. You wouldn't rub Vaseline on a dirty, dry body.
Right.
So whenever your hair feels too dry, go ahead and, non-lather cleanse it, condition it, then moisturize it with silent moisturizer everywhere you go. But start with a soft, supple palette of hair by cleansing the conditioner. Yeah. And the right cleansing conditioner is critical. It is. I promise you, when I say cleanse, I am not talking about lather products at all. That's not what I'm speaking of. it's just very dry. It takes too much time.
I made my scalp first.
Yes, it absolutely. Oh yeah, and it depends on what's in it, you know. And when Nazara comes up under the dryer, I'm gonna go back to her question about ingredients. That's what she asked. Okay, so before I forget tonight, we have some giveaways. We're doing two things happening tonight, everybody. So these two products, our two main products we're styling with tonight, are on sale on our website. So please take advantage of our flash sale, which ends at 7 a.m. We actually have the Stretch, Twist, and Curl Cream on sale for $20. Normally it's $25. And then we have the Shine Butter on sale. I believe it's 18 or 19. I'll have to double check the site. Normally it's 21. This is 12 ounces of product, so it's a lot of product. Most of our clients replace the Stretch, Twist, and Curl Cream probably about, I'd say, if you're doing this kind of style, 2-3 jars a year. If you do wash and goes and a lot of styles that require more products, those clients purchase about 6 times a year. Shine Butter, once, twice a year. This is highly concentrated. In fact, we'll pass it around so you all can feel it. We always say 12 months on a product. It lasts longer than 12 months. But I recommend just planning on 12 months. It shouldn't last you longer than 12 months. It's cold, absolutely, yes. In fact, our product has been out since 2011. We have original jars, which we are required to keep them, but we keep original jars around for fragrance and color and all of that stuff. So, and we have some great retail partners. We'll be sharing more about that over the course of this series. So if you're looking to find our products in your local area, tell us where you love to shop. And we'll be sharing more about our retailers and who also partners with our products to you.
So that butter.
The butter.
A little goes a long way.
Okay. Yeah, yes. Like, for example, when we did the leave-in on Nazara, Charlotte, can I see the butter? So I'm going to show you how much we put on Nazara before we put the rods on. Oh, thank you. So the butter, literally, she has about this much on her whole head before we start. And we just rub that in, get it on your shirt really good, get it in your clothes. And so my hands are really shiny, but then we just kind of smooth that on to the hair. Now, I don't have enough on my hair right now to make my hair shiny dry. Personally, I don't really go for shiny. But I typically don't go for, and that was too much. That, like, for wet hair, you can really go with half of that. Yes. For the whole head, because you're using it as a leave-in, so you're really just glazing the product on. Yeah, I know you were going in for like a 2-hour scoop. Yeah. Oh God. You buy a Shine Butter every week. Yes, we have to. No. We would tell you. We would let you do that, because if you have to purchase a product like that every week or every month, you're gonna stop buying it after some time. That's no value. No. We're looking to. Oh, let me say this about our products. They are extremely thick. You do not need a lot. You really will not go through this very quickly at all. And we do 12-ounce containers. And the reason we do 12-ounce containers is because natural women have a lot of hair. And so by the time you do 1 or 2 shampoos, if you're below the brown part of the label on the conditioner, that's really frustrating. So these are very thick products. We use tiny glazes. One thing that I'm gonna make sure I emphasize going forward is observing how much product Charlotte really used during the demonstration. Very, very little. It's a tiny glaze amount. Yeah, she didn't use very much. Oh, one more thing too, for the YouTube audience, one thing we have tonight, we're giving away a full set of Urbanbella products. So if you will post in the comments, Gerard is actually looking at the comments. Just post in the comment, just post your name or post a question. And we're going to do a drawing from those who post, and if you're a subscriber. So you have to have both. Comment on the video tonight, comment and be a subscriber to our YouTube page, and we will get in contact with you. Make sure you put your email address in the comment, and we will contact you. If you're the winner, you will receive the entire kit, which includes the Urbanbella shampoo, the Urbanbella conditioner, the Shine Butter and Stretch, Twist, and Curl Cream. You will also receive the Urbanbella Stretch and Define Gel. I know, right? This is our our inaugural giveaway, the Urbanbella Stretch and Define Gel. And one product we didn't talk about in this video, this particular seminar, we'll talk about in another, is the moisturizing cream. So we'll bring this up in another one.
So we should have been asking all our questions in the comment section.
Log in, put something in there. All right. You got one of the cupcakes. Oh, the value. Oh, goodness. I haven't even added it up lately. I want to say, forgive me for not knowing offhand, but about $150. Yes. So it's a full size of everything. And, yes. Call somebody you know.
I do have a question.
Absolutely.
But you just picked up a back product that was
Absolutely. So yeah, this is our hydrating moisturizing cream. And this particular product, this would be for daily hydration and moisture. Actually, I'll pass this around.
and that's in place of the pearl stretch seal.
Not in place of. So to explain our collection, and we actually are going to be posting a video on YouTube. I'm sorry, I have a tendency to rub in like
I was gonna say.
I know. I'm rubbing myself
rubbing,
again.
but you are really going.
I do that. I'm heavy-handed. I'm very heavy-handed with our products. That's why they don't like me to touch anything in the salon. So to line up our product and explain it in order of what does what. Actually, I'm just going to explain these.
Or maybe you use the moisture cream in place of that butter one.
You can or together. We use them together.
Okay.
So I'm going to put them in order of hold. So this is our hydrating moisturizing cream. This is formula number 23. We use numbers for everything around here. So this particular one is very soft. You can just take a small amount, scrunch it onto your hair. You can twist with it, wet or dry, whatever you want. It's going to be a soft, buttery hold. Okay?
Does it help with shrinkage?
It does not help you with shrinkage.
Okay.
It is really perfect if, let's say, your hair isn't really thick and you love wash and goes, but you want a soft wash and go, you want it really buttery, you don't want any hold. That's where that product will come into play. Let's say you want a twist set, but you want a soft twist set, no hold. That's what you would use this particular product. Okay. Then we have the Stretch Twist and Curl Cream. That's going to be the next level of softness, but it has some hold. It is a soft hold, though. You'll know, like we're able to achieve. You can Shauna's doing it. Oh, never mind. Stay on me for now. So this is the Stretch Twist and Curl Cream. We use this if you come in our salon and get your hair done. 9 times out of 10, this is the product we're going to use, unless you're getting a wash and go. We're going to ban 2-knot you, Flexi rod set you like we just did in Nazara, 2-strand twist you, wet, dry, damp, flat twist, anything we're going to do, this is our go-to. Your hair is going to last about a week, okay? But it will not be crunchy or crispy, but it will stay in place. And it helps with shrinkage. So that's why we call it Stretch, Twist, and Curl Cream. So it's going to pull that length out.
So that one, but not necessarily moisture.
Moisturizer is, no, it wasn't designed for stretch, no, not at all. In fact, because it's hydrating the hair, I think it shrinks it up probably a little bit more. Yeah. Anytime you're putting on water, you're coming in a little bit.
Because it's
Yes.
a little right here.
And depending-
Like this was blocking me a little, and I didn't hear it.
Exactly.
Not a bad way, just pull it up.
Yeah, exactly. So then you have the Stretch and Define Gel. This is clear. I'll try to open this up. I'll have Gerard open this up for me, and I'll show it to you. Oh, there we go. Okay. Can I have another towel really quick? So this is our gel, and we created this product. This is our new baby. He really hasn't been around that long. He's not even on our website yet, but he will be this week. This one is just a clear curl jelly. So it's designed for you to be able to just, I'm sorry. And you can just feel that, yes, that's the towel. Perfect for wash and go. It is big. Towels. Small bath. That particular product we designed specifically for, I I need to shampoo, condition, throw something on, and walk out the door. I need high shine. It does not shrink the curl. Yes. So very high gloss. We initially were going to call it shine and define, but it was pulling the hair out so much. I was like, we can't leave that out. We love that product. It's absolutely wonderful, and it is very, very popular. The dry time is very short with that product, but your hair is not dry. And again, we go for soft hold. We have to. We initially developed that. It was a bit firm, and our salon partners loved it, but our customers were like, I'm crispy. So we went back and we were like, how can we soften it up more, hydrate it more,
Yeah, that's always my concern about how crunchy your hair feels.
Yes.
When you use those kinds of jellies.
Yes. Jellies tend to be crunchy. I know the pain. I feel it. So I went back to go back in and say, soften that up. The team was whispering me, they were like, softer. I was like, good. That was the point.
So you would, like I could use the moisture cream for moisture and then put this on for the
You won't
styling
need
product?
it. That when you're using that gel, it's a standalone.
Oh, so it'll give you moisture.
It's so hydrating, and honestly, this time of year, you don't need it. If you needed a little bit of moisture, you could, but I would go with just a teeny tiny amount, just scrunched on. Maybe if your ends are dry, and if that's the case, let's talk about steam treating and hair trimming. But okay.
So natural hair, you need to trim it actually more often than, I guess, relax and straight hair.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. 3-4 times a year.
Maybe in the beginning.
No, just to keep it healthy. No, you do want to trim your hair. It gets old. The ends get old. They're dry. You love color. I don't have any now, but I love color. And you really want to not be afraid of the scissors. Go ahead and get your ends. When I say trim, I mean just dusting.
Right.
Taking off the things that are kind of dry, and your curl is just much better. You can detangle it better. It behaves better. All of those things.
But as far as like I said, dry or whatever, this has a moisture in it where it'll give you
Yes, a lot of moisture. It's very hydrating. And then we have a new product coming out as well that's similar to that, but it is a little bit more creamy, and it is higher moisture than that. So you don't actually. It's just a straight gel, but that's how hydrating it is.
right.
Yes.
It's not sticky.
It's not exactly. It's not sticky, gummy. It's not snotty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then any style, be it you wash and go out, or you put a couple twists in and take them
We
out.
recommend that one for washing and going. If you like to twist, we prefer this one. You try twisting with it, but I will tell you, this is going to give you fluffier curls, fluffier twists. Sometimes when you want to twist, you don't want the hair to be so flat, and you don't want the curl to be so compact and small in diameter. You may want it to be a little bigger, a little fluffy. If you want fluffy, you want to remove these two. If you want it compact, you want to twist the last week or two, then you can twist it. You can do it with the gel. We certainly have done it in salon, but our guests tend to want to be a little more response.
I have a question about the whole washing.
Yeah.
For me, as I'm trying to trim and move on and transition through this heat damage, because I know it's not so much you can do for that. Is wash and go for me?
Yes, you can. Yes. I have to see your curl wet to tell you a little bit more. But from what I see right now, it looks like you have to do a lot of scrunching. Yes. And when you have heat damage, are you trimming it to cut off what's damaged?
No, you call it a trim. I call it, no, that's straight.
That's true.
I think I'm not waiting long in a while for a while. No, that's too straight.
Right. No, I understand completely. That's a trim. We didn't do it. It was a trim. Yeah, basically cutting off the straight stuff, and honestly, you'll get to the wash and go faster because the more you're willing to cut, the faster you'll get. Yeah. So what we want to do is see how we're doing with Nazara. How are we looking on time? We have about 5 minutes left. So how are we looking on time? Okay, so Nazara needs about 5 more minutes under the dryer, and Gerard is doing some tweaking with her camera, so we must have had a little bit of technical difficulty. I apologize. We'll get there. What I want to tell you all in the meantime, though, what Shauna has been doing, and we do this in the salon, is she's been taking her rollers out as the curl is pretty much set, not dry, just set. That speeds up the dry time. because we use the Flexi rods here in the salon. You can use a lot of things. You can use the curl formers. There's something called strawlers. There's a lot of different tools. Sean, let's see your tool cart real quick. I just want to show people at home what you use. Well, actually, let me see the rods you use. So I'm going to show you all the rods that Shauna used. Nazara has about 5 minutes, and we'll watch Shauna take her hair down. So we will go a little beyond 8 o'clock tonight, because if you want to bear with us, you'll get to see her finished. So these are the 2 rods Shauna used. She started with the orange ones in the back. I will post additional footage of the prep work. So although you at home didn't get to see it, you'll get a chance to kind of see what we went through to get Nazara up to this point. And then she used the gray ones in the front. So this is a much smaller rod than this one. And we just, based on the look we want, based on the look the guest wants, affects, what we choose. You may come in, like someone just called us a minute ago and said you would do a straw set. And I had to clarify if she meant the very, very tiny pencil-looking rods, and that's exactly what she meant. So that obviously would take a lot longer to set. She also said her hair was extremely long, so that, all of that comes into play with how long does it take, how much work is involved. And some clients don't want to be here. They don't want to be in the salon that long. So they want you to pull out, plumbing pipes to set their hair, get them in and get them out. And that's our goal. Most of our guests do not want to sit under, we call it the dragon. They don't want to sit under the dragon that long. So we try to make this a quick service.
So would you wash the hair this dry it
And then set it? We do. And that is something that we do because this product allows us to do that. We can set your hair with this wet or dry. So Hans McGee, Shauna over there, got married 2 years ago. And so for her wedding, I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do with the hair. So we blew it out, and then we did a dry flat twist, which I'll post that picture of the hair. And it was kind of more of a long, cascading, wavy thing. And I wanted the hair to be long and a little more glamorous than my normal day-to-day look, which is this. And we just set it with this product. Nice and simple. I put a little bit of butter on first. And then I think you did the flat twist. I think she did the flat twist. Maybe not. Somebody did. And, yep. So we would do that a lot here. Mainly because dry time. Okay, maybe because dry time is. Go ahead and start taking it down, Shauna. Yeah. Dry's going to go to the other camera because we only have about 5 more minutes. If it cuts off, we will keep filming and post it for everyone. If you did post comments in the section, I'm not on there. Okay. You can see me. Hold on.
We pull all those away.
No, I do have some coming towards the face.
Sean, how long will that last?
It starts to transform day by day. So your hair condition, whether it all kind of plays into how well humidity will definitely affect. So basically her hair is much more elongated. The curls are a bit bigger. So day by day, she'll just start to notice how her curls will kind of shrink in, and then the diameter will kind of shrink back down to whatever her natural curl diameter is. And that usually takes anywhere from about 3 to 5 days for a full transformation. So at the end of the week, you'll know exactly what you have, what you're going to let go.
And of course, however she does it at night makes the
Yes. Yes, I definitely recommend sleeping with a bonnet. And if you have like some loose clips, something like these right here, where you can just take the hair and just lightly kind of clip it. You can see this kind of back and away from your ears at night, and just clip that down. And then we wake up in the morning, just let that down and reposition or restyle, reset. Some people like to do like the pineapple at night if they sleep on their back, but I will let them know that the hair does have memory. So doing that can cause the hair to want to stay in that flipped up position. So you want to be a little cautious with that.
Okay, so can everybody, okay, I hope they can hear me. Ladies, I'm just going to go through some of the questions real quick that I see in the comments. I'm going to talk really loud so you can hear me. How can I get my 2-strand twist to hold for at least a couple of days without twisting each night? Okay, so to answer that question about how can I get my 2-strand twist to hold, what I find typically for most people is the product you're using. If your 2-strand twist can't hold for a couple of nights, you need to upgrade to Urbanbella. Like, what's your name again? I'm sorry. Benita was just asking me. Was Benita asking me because she twists with the gel? Was that you, Benita? No, that was her. What's your name? Erica. Erica asked me because she twists with our gel. And just to show the gel, will you hold that for me? Sure. Thank you. Thank you, Vanna. Yes, you can. If you want it to hold for days, twist with the gel. When you take it out, though, I'm telling you, the curl is going to be it's going to be a small twist in volume, but it will expand. It's just going to expand slowly because the gel it's a really powerful gel. And I see Camille's comment. Thank you, Camille, for raving about the gel. It is really a fantastic product. We love it. We will post it on the website. By Monday it'll be on the website for you to purchase. But we will give away samples of the gel in any order. So for ladies, if you're looking to purchase, go to the website. We'll put a free sample of the gel in there. We've done that before. We'll add some more samples.
That's another question. Well, I'm sorry.
I just had a quick question.
Yes.
I'm always comboing something. Okay, so I'm not big on hold, but I do want it to last. So if I use the pink hydrating moisturizer.
I said if you're not big on hold, but you want it to last, go with number 10. Go the blue jar, the stretch, twist, and curl cream. I'm sorry. Thank you, Vanna. Got you working under hot lights. Go with that one if you want the curl to be, you want the hold and you want the look, but you don't want a hard, firm, 2-week hold. And with your hair, Sean, what would you say? Alisa should use for her. If she want wash and go or twist. Twist. I say number 10. I think the gel will be too. The gel, make it too flat.
Okay.
Yes. But down the road, the gel's gonna be bumped because which product do you use to hydrate hair? Okay, so someone's asking me which product do you use to hydrate hair? I actually want to tell you want to use. That's if you want to just Nazara's holding up the product if you want to use on your hair weekly. Or daily. If you just want to put some additional moisture on, grab the moisturizing hydrating cream. I'm sorry, I said it backwards. Hydrating moisturizing cream. Put that onto the hair whenever you feel like, I need some moisture. It's water based. It is a castor oil base. We also use shea butter in there, sweet almond oil. It is loaded with goodies. However, hold these two for me. Hold the shampoo now on the other. Swap them around for me. Thank you. If you're having a dryness problem with your hair, I promise you it starts with shampoo conditioner. I totally understand if you've spent $200 on shampoo conditioner duos, but if they're not moisturizing you, most naturals that we meet here in the salon are really, really tied to a lather-based routine, or they're co-washing. I want to explain that I'm not saying you should co-wash. That's just rinsing your hair, putting conditioner on, putting more styling product on, and going out the door. I understand the desire to do that, but you haven't cleansed anything. Okay, I'll still sit down by my producer. You haven't really cleansed anything. So if you haven't cleansed anything, you will get buildup. It'll lead to scalp problems. That shampoo that Nazara was holding up, who's on camera? You. The shampoo, I know. The shampoo. Oh, you're always talking. Girl, you've been working 5 minutes. I'm teasing. The shampoo. Who's used the shampoo? Somebody else might want to talk about it.
I've used the
You've
shampoo.
used it. You can tell us what you think, but just to tell what the reason why I say do this if you have a moisturizing problem, is because you're cleaning your scalp, you're cleaning your hair, but you are moisturizing at the same time. It is not conditioner, but it has a similar feel, some similar ingredients, but it does not moisturize your hair nearly as much as this. But you do need to start with this, and I would say if you're having a moisture problem, check that lather, check whatever you're shampooing your hair with, and go with try our shampoo conditioner. Oh, there's a set online. It's $30. It's a great kit. Yeah, absolutely, you can smell it. You can pop those open. Try our shampoo conditioner duo. You will absolutely love it. You'll love it, love it, love it. Somebody had a question for me?
Actually, I got another one from.
Okay.
I got a question. How does your product work in dry climates?
You know what? You will find in dry climates you do have to use more product. Unfortunately, that's with any product. Just from personal experience, I used to work on the West Coast, so I had to apply more of anything I was using at that time. The minute I hit Atlanta, anything in the Southeast where we have much higher humidity, you use way less product, but the downside is your hair takes longer to dry. Your hair will dry faster. I will tell you our gel, sorry about that. The Stretch and Define gel, you're gonna find it really is helping you a lot because it has a really high level of humectant in it. So it's helping you out with the dry climate, but dry climate just naturally, that's one of the downsides of dry climate. Upside, your hair is ready faster. That's what I find. I can go out much more quickly.
I have a question for that. I know earlier you said that you'll wet your hair like 2 to 4 times a week.
I do.
I wet mine every day.
Okay.
Not drenched.
Not drenched, but a little something
bottle,
to.
Pretty much every day. Now, not in the morning when I'm styling.
Okay.
But every night, even if I'm just going to just put the scarf, I do like a plastic bag with the scarf.
Okay.
Or if I'm retwisting it, whatever I do at night before I go to bed, I do a little spritz.
Okay.
Is that too much?
The thing that concerns me is the plastic bag part, and I definitely have heard about a lot of naturals doing that. Haven't personally tried it, experienced it, or dug into it deeper. But we'll look into that a little bit deeper for future videos to address it. But what concerns me about it is just from a moisture fungus building standpoint. Overnight, a lot of times people have habits that we'll see where they're not letting the hair dry enough. I recommend, it's not a horrible thing if you're doing it here and there. Sometimes I'll go to bed with my hair wet. It's not a preference, but it's just really uncomfortable. But from the other thing you said is wetting your hair on a couple times a week. No, that's fine. It's not hurting it at all. What hurts the hair is what you put on with the water. So if you're wetting your hair and then lathering it up 2 or 3 times a week, that's a problem. You're going to have dry hair unless you just have extremely oily hair. And I will tell you, people who have a lot of oil production and have straight hair are moving away from the shampoo the hair every day. They're going to 2 to 3 times a week because they're realizing like, okay, I don't need to wash it that often. But a lot of times as naturals, we'll wet our hair to sort of look better. And when you find the right product, you'll cut back up. I will tell you, I'm a gel junkie. I am. And every product on this table, I crafted. I know it in and out. Me and my chemists work together, so I know these are my children. But I will tell you, when I created the gel, the purpose was to reduce how often you have to do your hair if you're a wash and go natural. Because you're really, most of the time I find we're wetting our hair because we're like, oh, it doesn't look as polished as I want it to look. If it looked polished, we wouldn't touch it. So if you want to move into that, I only do my hair every 4 or 5 days, and I'm talking type 4C curl. You definitely will love trying the gel. Until you get there, though, with your curl pattern, you do the stretch, twist, and curl because you don't want the gel compacting your hair down. And if you twist with it, whatever you do with it, you're going to find it's going to last longer. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter your pattern or how many. Like I've been told I have 3 different curl patterns in my hair. I actually straightened my hair to see how my ends were. Yeah. But I mean, I have pictures of my hair, which I'm going to ask you about.
Yeah, take a peek.
But that's what I wonder, like with the products. So it doesn't matter how your curl pattern is, or if you have multiple, you'll get the same effect.
Absolutely. And just to address the multiple curl pattern, all textured women, let me rephrase that. Most black folks. I was trying to sugarcoat it, that ain't gonna work. Most black folks have, or if you are black heritage or African heritage, you have textured hair, you're going to have the straighter, smoother curl in the front. Then you're going to have a really thick, kinky, wiry section right in the back crown ponytail area. And then you have the part at the nape that's all silky and curly. And you're like, how can all my hair be like that at the nape? And that's most people. And then some people even have a fourth or fifth area where the temples are different. This might be very kinky or grow in different. And they're always like, this part always acts really funny. It's growing, it's a different texture. The follicle is shaped different. So that's just genetics. So, and that's the kind of stuff I was talking about when I think, oh, everybody knows that now. And I'm like, no, we just do hair. So we think this stuff is like, everybody knows, but we're still finding that a lot of people are like, oh, we all have different textures on one head. And the product doesn't change. It's not dramatic enough to change the product. What changes is the care you put. Everybody puts all their focus on the front, but the part that needs the most love is the crown, right here. You got to work in smaller sections. You got to comb through smaller. Is the camera on showing this all?
Yeah, we'll go back and forth. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So you work in small sections. You take more time here, and please do, because this is a section that tends to break off for people a lot. When you're ready to go get color and do all these things, it's this area that can't handle it. It's the front that's always pretty and together, and the back is people are like, I don't know what it looks like back there. I can't. Our clients are like, oh, just color the front hairline. I don't see the back. There's nothing. If I don't see it, it's not correct. So, yeah, that's normal. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, go ahead. So, and Gerard's reading the questions to me. Yeah.
Is your product line a line you have to use every night, or can you just sometimes get up in the morning and remist the hair with water?
Absolutely. You do not have to work with our product line at night. We didn't even design it with that mindset of working with the product at night. We designed the product with you're going to dress your hair once a week. So if you're doing a style like Shauna's doing on Nazara, this is a once a week situation. Shauna, how will we work with the Flexis to keep this look over the course of the week?
You just want to wear your satin bonnet
at
night. And as I was explaining to the ladies, using maybe a clip like this, if your sides are a little bit longer, if you can sleep on your sides, then you would just want to take the hair and kind of loosely pin it back and away from your ear and just clip it. And then, when you wake up in the morning, you can just take that down. Okay. And that will definitely
Does that keep you from flattening it out on the side?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, McGee. So, what's the question? Lord have mercy. What was the original question to make sure I answered, Gerard?
Yeah, the question was.
Okay. I'm sorry. So that was with that. And again, back to the gel, or you'll get a sample. No, definitely not. When I come to the salon, I feel like most clients ask me, even like regular weekly clients will say, okay, what day is this you're on? Or when did you wash your hair last? Or what did you do today? Is that a refresh? Maybe, and like the question, it looked like maybe a spritz with a spray bottle. I'm a big fan of letting my outer layer of hair get wet in the shower because it just looks smooth. Nothing at the root is wet because my hair is really thick. So it takes, I got to stand there longer. So I just kind of lean into the water with the hair and lean back. Maybe put a touch of gel on top if I need to, but not really because it's so concentrated that it reactivates, And I will say this, that is tied to your porosity level. We're going to talk a lot about porosity over the course of these videos. Porosity determines if you have to go back and reapply a lot more than the product will. Nazara doing a wash and go and me doing a wash and go, she's going to use way less product than me. Her porosity level is half of what mine is. So she won't spend as much, she won't use as much, and she will still look polished regardless. But she's got enough porosity to where she still has to work it and go in there and really put the effort in. Yeah. So before I forget, next episode live will be May 13th. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. We will post before footage. We will get into a lot of topics over the course of this year. We're going to go over detangling. We will talk about hydration. We will pick we've already set our year. However, we can make adjustments and focus our conversations based on your comments. So thank you all so much for participating and joining us tonight. If you would like to join us live in inside of Urbanbella for the next session, where your questions can pretty much kind of dictate the conversation, please let me know. Just call us here at the salon. We'll be going home after this, but you can call us tomorrow at 11, and we'll be happy to have you here. We absolutely love you all, and we are so happy to help you with your natural hair. It is why we built this company, and I know I said that earlier. I don't know if you all were here, but it is why we get up and come in here every day. We get phone calls from newbies. They'll say, now, do you have like a person who kind of does natural hair? We're like, The brand Urbanbella was built specifically to address natural hair. We had no other purpose. We have to wipe off our flat iron with dust. We're like, dust that off. Somebody wants a blow dry. But we do blow dries. We do flat irons. For those of you who don't know that, we will do it for you. We will make sure that you don't lose your curl pattern. So if you're just trying out a blow dry, please come see us. We're going to take good care of you with that. But we are going to encourage you to be textured. Our team is textured. My whole family is textured. I don't really know anyone who doesn't wear natural hair. So that's just to tell you how immersed we are in the community and how much we really believe in it in our spirit. So we're really the right choice if you're trying to get some help here locally. We have clients who don't even live in Atlanta who come here just to get cuts and trims, and they live all over the country. People buy our products from all over the country, so please feel free to utilize us. We're Atlanta-based, but that's just our zip code. We really function on a national level. So Shauna is wrapping up the style. Hopefully y'all are all still with us. Gerard's going to scroll through and see if there are more questions. Please, YouTube audience, please post your email address and subscribe to the channel. And we're going to use that to select a winner and send you free product. One person will win a whole set. We will announce that winner on Monday. Another question for me?
No.
No? Gerard's giving me signals. I don't know if it means.
There's a lady who did need the dermatologist. Dermatologist.
Sure. Please call us for the dermatologist contact info. I just want to be careful about just saying it out loud. But she's wonderful. We love her. In fact, I'll call her office and just say, hey, can I give a little shout out? As a matter of fact, she's offered to come in and do a seminar with us before. So I will actually contact her office and see if we can get her to come in for a session and talk about skin and scalp issues. To give you some idea of topics, we are going to talk about color. We're going to educate you about hair color and why your roots are hot orange and your ends are purple. So we will cover that and how to avoid that. While we don't push home color, we want you to be intelligent about how to make the right choices. We'll talk about great coverage, things of that nature. We are going to talk about wash and goes on different textures. We're going to show you multiple textures. We are going to show you more styling techniques. We focused on our number 10 stretch, twist, and curl cream tonight, but we will show you other styles with this that we do here. We're going to just have a couple of round tables, so definitely subscribe to our channel. We're going to have some interesting content, and we want to know what you need to know. Like us on Facebook at Urbanbella, the curly, kinky, wavy hair apothecary. Follow us on Twitter. Our handle is at Urbanbella_curl. We're Urbanbella Curls on Instagram. You can just go to our website and click on all our social media. And but YouTube is going to be really where we're focused on communicating with you, because we think you need to see us do what we do. And we want to just bring it to you live. We like doing it live. Okay. So Shauna is going to continue to work on that. You all, the camera will be focused on Shauna for the rest of the session as she wraps that up. We're going to continue with questions for the ladies in studio/salon. And Gerard is going to let me know if you all have any more questions and comments. And maybe in about the next 5 minutes or so, I'll say goodnight. And but please feel free to send more questions.
Do you have any more questions?
So much maintenance. I can see I'm not, but I can see how someone would be so frustrated. You know, where they get to shut off.
Yeah. Trying different stuff.
I'm like, I worked on one really wrapping my head for 20 years. And I mean, my friends laugh at me, you know, significant others, my family, because I would wake up in the middle of the night.
But if somebody is willing to spend $55, $60 to get their hair blow dried, flat iron.
And that's on the low end.
Yeah, you could spend that same amount of money buying good products, Urbanbella products, for example. And then, versus one flat iron.
How much is that baby service here in the salon? What she's doing?
This service is 65. And so when you come into the salon, we shampoo, condition, we detangle you. And then we're going to set your hair with the styling product. And it takes, let's see, Nazara got here, we started about 5:30. And
It's usually about 2 hours.
it's usually 2 hours. It usually doesn't take that long. Had she just been
I
a
know it was
regular,
waiting for the stop.
that,
But 2 hours.
I'm in the process of growing out my hair. Because I had heat damage. So I got it cut down kind of short. So now it's, it's just beating in here. So my hair is straight down underneath. So
Gotcha.
the plan is that my hair grows underneath.
makes sense.
So I'm almost ready. I think probably in another month I'll be ready to go back out. So,
That's what I was gonna ask, how long should, like, you know, you were talking about how you can do it in a healthier manner with the flat iron, or even I've seen, you know, stretch curls, so it looks like this, it almost looks like it's flat iron. How long, if you're transitioning like we are, would you say we should go before we try to do anything that's gonna straighten it like that?
So
if we're trying to rejuvenate our curl pattern,
okay,
how long should we wait?
Sure. So the question is, if you're trying to let your hair grow in, and you're doing the style like we did on Nazara, where we're setting rods, how long should you wait before you do another flat iron just to keep it healthy?
Yeah, like if you wanted to do something different, like how she said she wanted to see her end.
Gotcha.
Like, you know, how long should I wait before I try something like that?
You know, we usually recommend it on a client-by-client basis. I would say.
Last time I straightened my hair was a few months ago. I mean, I rarely straighten my hair,
Yeah,
but I
feel like
have
most of my friends.
I keep it on medium. I don't need a lot of heat to straighten my hair.
Right. I was about to say, yeah. It depends on the customer. It depends, meaning it depends on the hair characteristics. When you have a very silky curl pattern, you have a lot of silk overlay. Your hair is very shiny. It falls smooth very easily. Your cuticle's more closed. You have a little bit more leeway usually, but you can't even take that as a hard and fast rule because every stylist and their tools are different. So let's say you're going to a house where they're flat ironing on a regular basis, and you go to someone and their technique is, and their purpose is to smooth your hair out so you don't have to keep coming back and it can hold up to this Atlanta humidity. You probably got one shot. And it can be, if you go to a Dominican salon, one shot. Yeah. So I don't know anyone who has not gone to a Dominican salon and has not come back to us crying. And from what I understand, some of them even use certain solutions on the hair that give it a chemical smoothing, and people don't even know that stuff. So you really have to know.
Like a keratin treatment.
It's like a kind of, and I'm hearing that it's some kind of keratin treatment. That's what I heard. So I'm saying what I heard. So you have to be really careful. So it depends on where you go. Now here at Urbanbella, we won't even give you a number. We're going to look at your hair. We're going to say, not right now. Where are we doing it exactly? What are the alternatives? What else can we do? We got a whole bag of tricks to pull out before we let that be your final. And typically, if you're coming to see us, that first appointment, we've set a plan. You already know the plan. You already know. You can tell us, well, I'm running straight for Thanksgiving because I'm going to see Aunt so-and-so, and she's not there with the natural. Well, okay, Thanksgiving, that's fine. This is what we're going to do between here and there, though. Or we say, not a good idea. We're just not there. The hair can't handle it, you know. So every client is different, and we really, really treat everyone on an individual basis. Yes, go ahead.
Is there a way to treat heat damage without cutting the hair?
When you say treat heat damage without cutting the hair, I assume you mean, is there a way to revert your curly hair, your straight hair back to curly without cutting it off? not that we have found. You'll need to go ahead and trim that, wait it out. Right, someone on the couch said, just wait. And unfortunately, yeah, you can try a couple steam treatments, see if that gives you any curl back, but I have not heard of any other thing working, not beer, not Tide, there's no treatment in Barbados you can go get, unfortunately, but not that we know of. If we find out, we will sell it. But we find out, we'll let you know, but no, just go ahead and trim, let it grow in, steam treat, do some styles, like the style we did today is perfect for that. Yes.
How, was there, oh, okay. When you, so I'm glad you said steam treat. How can you do your own steam home?
The best thing is to buy a steamer.
Okay,
it
let's say
really
you
is.
don't have it.
You don't have a steamer, and no conditioning cap either.
Well, yeah, I got a little plastic
You have a hood. Oh, go do
and
that.
I send it a hooded dry because I get the
Oh, do
water
that.
out of my hair first. Like before I even style it, or I'll twist it and sit underneath the water out.
I don't really have a way to do a makeshift steamer, especially not without hurting yourself. So the best thing to do is to go ahead and just deep condition, plastic cap, conditioner on, and sit under the hood dryer or a heat cap.
How long?
I usually sit under it about 20 minutes. Your hair is blonde. When I have blonde, I'm gonna tell you one thing. When I do any kind of color or blonde hair, I go in for it. At least twice a month, deep conditioning. I go really, really heavy on the ends and whatever is color treated, and get solid 20, 30 minutes. Sometimes, as I was instructed by Hans McGee, our stylist one time, that I needed to just leave it on my hair all day. That's what she said to me. And I did that a couple times, and she was right. A couple times, we did a special treatment this past winter. We did a coconut hydration treatment. It was phenomenal. And I just would put that on my hair and wear it for 24 hours or sit under the steamer and, go from there. And I want to do color again, and she wouldn't let me do any color because she just said my hydration level wasn't optimal. So we weren't going to get from it what we really wanted long term. But she's like, when your hydration level's back up, you can come back and get color. Can you believe that? This is my salon. I got people telling me what I can and can't do.
That was my first time using it last week. The girlfriend told me wet my hair. I cooked coconut oil. I didn't even put it on my head. But I did do it. I did what she said and warmed it up or, made it where it's more liquid. And I threw the cap on it. She's like, just leave it on for hours. So I was just doing
what was
around
it? It
the
was just
house.
coconut oil? Or?
Yeah, it's like an organic coconut oil that you can cook with. And she said she
just organic coconut oil.
Yeah.
You just put it on your hair.
There was a big old one I got from Costco.
Yeah. Just sit under the hood dryer, let that marinate. Okay. Yes, and we put coconut oil in our conditioner as well, so that really, yes.
Say that.
Yeah, we really, really pile it on with the essential oils, and we really, in the shampoo with the essential oils. In the conditioner, we really pile on with the oils that give your hair more lubrication and more moisture, and of course a ton of water. So, and that's because we have to get your hair in the right condition. That's what we want for our clients. We want to see you on day 1, and on day 30, we want a significant difference. When clients, go, they come in, they'll see us for a couple of weeks consistent. They'll step away from the salon just for a while for whatever reasons. When they come back, we get the same thing. The products are just great. My hair is just not the same. And sometimes we'll run a test. We'll take a client who has maybe come in here and there. We'll have them come in for every week straight. And we want them to see the difference when we just follow a routine with our products. And when they step away from it, and they can tell, we can tell, the wash and go is better. Wash and go is tied to hair care. When you come to see us, it's about cut, color. And then some clients are just like, I'm not going to do my hair. So we do maintenance and maintaining for some. But what you do at home is really what dictates how wonderful it is to be natural. And that's for all of us.
And I heard you say that the